Hello there, it's me, John Mountain, and well, I'm back baby after like 5 months of not uploading, holy moly. Well, I have been very busy with my university and it just took so much effing time. But well, today I'm playing finally Red Dusk, a mod that I wanted to cover like in November last year, but what I recorded got corrupted and I'm a little bit autistic with these videos, so I moved to making another mods, but I'll be definitely checking out this mod more. I feel like my channel is dead in the water, so if you are watching this, I really appreciate that. And if we get more than 1000 likes on this video, I will open up a beer. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe, because we are rolling into Slav Month 2.0. So yeah, here we start in the treacherous 2000s. And as you can see on the starting screen, you have quite a few nations to play, but today we are going to the little Czechoslovakia. I see it's unfinished, but let's have a little video at the start so I can get into making videos properly. An asphyxiating marriage. It is in 1989 in Czechoslovakia, and there are mass protests by disgruntled citizens later known as the Velvet Revolution. Thus begins the Battle of Prague. What began as a peaceful revolution quickly turned into a bloodbath. Czechoslovakia is held together by glue and duct tapes. We are like that one couple everyone wonders, why aren't they divorced yet? For now, although Czechoslovakia wanted to remain part of Warsaw Pact, the Soviet Union eventually distanced itself from Czechoslovakia, and the Soviet army that had been there since 1968 went home. So we are bitchless and friendless. Reading all this, it's bleak, man. And for mod info, major shout out to Comrade Dogo, he's one of the OGs who has watched me like for a long time. You know, the protests were crashed in Prague, but what about Bratislava? My mother might have been shot here. But anyway, let's concentrate on good things, and that is that we are still led by the Communist Party of Czechoslovakia with Miloš Jakeš, the bloody dog. Coolest title if you ask me. Don't ask for context. Also, big thing about this mod, major shout out, the research isn't as unnecessarily complicated as in other mods that take place around 2000s. Anyway, let's go over our national spirit stuck between the worlds. Yeah, we already know what that is, and it's not very pretty. Also, our marriage is falling apart, which is just really fucking sad. We with Czechs are like Pat and Matt, two inseparable retards, and our economy isn't looking that good. Also, we have high military spending, because who don't like tanks and little dark age edits? So let's change that with the new millennium, old trouble. Alright, so unleashed, there is only so much of the past 10 years of Czechoslovak history that could be described with the simple word: unfulfilled promise of Velvet and Jakeš's reforms, which placed the country on a path to nowhere, neither to Washington nor to Moscow. Some call for a revolution, others for reforms, and some for a return to Marxism-Leninism. People are wary, Jakeš undecided, and Havel without a proper plan. One couldn't help but wonder to where this will lead. You know, we will see if our country just explodes, because it's pretty shitty. Nobody is really a communist nation in the Eastern Bloc unless we count Soviet Union. You know, let's tackle our economic stagnation. Maybe we will save this nation from exploding. And no, not really. The economy is worsening. We need to fix this. But how? Well, new economic plan. Let's draw red lines going up. You feeling idiot? Economy is getting better. Yes, expand Škoda branch, because you are going to buy Felicia and you are going to love it. My personal favorite car. You know what? This is very good, because we have made 5 more Škoda cars than it was in the 5-year plan. We are really saving the economy. No pensions, old people. I'm sorry, but you will have to go to work again. Oh my god, PlayStation 2 hits the shelves. So bad that I can't afford one with my economic situation. You know, let's continue with defunding the military. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? We get into a war? And now let's build some motherfucking infrastructure. I'm feeling like in Victoria 2 again. And now let's reduce worker standards. You know, now maybe more buckets full of bricks will be falling onto people, but we have to somehow save the economy. And the workers strike. There is a bit of tension in industrial centers, but you know, get in the line. We need to save this socialist republic. You see, we have a market reform. Everything will be good. And now that our economy was saved, we can get into those unfortunate things of 89. You know, like one funny story is that my father was on his mandatory military service in around Brno in 89, and one of their commanders came up to them and asked, "What do you think that Havel will be president and Gottwaldov will be renamed Zlin?" And in a week, Havel really became president and Gottwaldov was renamed Zlin. But not in this timeline. Let's get some lore. The scars of Velvet Revolution. Yeah, the Civic Forum and Public Against Violence proved intransight. The communist government gave the order for the action the army with the secret police bloodily dispersed the protesters. Yeah, the scars remained, and we now have new regime with old clothes that won't really help our stability indeed. You know, when Hafez al-Assad passed away, this woman pulled out Hafez al-Assad holographic first edition trading card. Nothing ever changes or happens, so we are expanding the STB to keep everyone in line. You know what? Striking isn't cool. All strikers, please get a hobby or job. I'm censoring that word because a lot of people don't like the J slur. And now let's pioneer the protecting of socialism, because our regime will last for 100 and more years. Oh no, even in Yugoslavia they are having fun times. It is indeed time that we are the children of socialism and this regime will endure. We need to cement Jakeš reforms. Yes, we are cementing it in a glass jar. You know, I will tell you what my grandpa told me like a day ago. In socialism you could drink a lot, fuck a lot of whores, but you couldn't speak against communists. I mean, you can do that in capitalism too, but I digress. Who am I to argue with such a wisdom? And let's go for the 20th Party Congress. We are indeed going to, well, oh fuck, there was an explosion. Massive explosion in the Central Committee of Communist Party in Prague. Oh shit, man. Miloš Jakeš, the president of Czechoslovakia, were present with the latter currently in a coma. So the 20th Party Congress went like, "Hey Svetlana, this coffee is shit." Must have been a faulty coffee maker. It literally removed all of our cabinet. As my first order of business, I hereby declare martial law. Martial law, everyone. I'm MAGA communist. Well, hell, Miloš Jakeš abdicates now that Miloš Jakeš is in coma. Oh no. Jakeš abdicates, but he couldn't consent to that. That's not nice. Now we are led by the KSČ symbol, and we have a balance of power between reformists with Alexander Dubček, I think, and hardliners. So let's see what this emergency brings about. Oh no, Havel returned from exile. This can't be good for our country. We will have Velvet Revolution 2, Bloodbath, Boogaloo. And it seems like that emergency party congress resulted in Vasil Bilak being our leader. It looks like your Czechoslovakian typical grandpa, and I feel like he is one of the hardliners, and oh yeah, hardliners government. I'm already hard as fuck. That's a really unknown face. Let's now break off the negotiations with the Velvet movement, because we did not negotiate with terrorists. You know what? I agree. Let's restore normalization, because this is what an average Czechoslovak family looked like circa 1975, and we need to return to this. Oh shit. Not good. Large protests are happening in Sudetenland. This is all the fault of the Germans. Oh wait, they were all deported. You will work and you will love it. That's everything you need to know about this reform. You know, I would love to support someone in their civil jihad, but I'm kinda broke in the PP department. I feel like that this is not good. Not at all. Half of our country is already red. But what if we just sold crack to the well-met movement. You know, we could have some CIA type roleplay. Well, hell, there is a second battle of Prague and well-met movement or public against violence are doing violent shit. How ironic. You know what, let's put our whole army around Brno so our boys can chill around here and hopefully we can win as hardliners. And it begins the Czechoslovak war. Something really unthinkable happened. Like, bro, we are not Yugoslavia. You know what, I'm a plant truster, I'm Bilak's strongest soldier. Comrade Bilak will usher a new era of Communist Czechoslovakia. Yes, we will return to tradition. You will dress up like this, you will beat up your wife, you will have a hairy child, and you will be happy. All of our orders were set up, and good thing is that probably we have the biggest air force in here. Onwards to Prague, comrades, we need to destroy this movement. Oh fuck, oh shit. There is just too many of them. I think we can do this. Okay, we are slowly getting some ground in Slovakia and we are winning this shit in no time. Oh, alright. The Slovak front looks safe, but the Czech one will be a bloody bloodbath. Okay, Slovakia is completely surrounded. They will fall in no time, but the rest of Czech lands will be a tough nut to crack. But you see, you need to trust comrades Bilak's plan, because this is truly the only way. Okay, we have taken Slovakia out, so this means that all the army can be redeployed to crush Prague once and for all. Few treacherous divisions were encircled. Hurrah, comrades! Oh, I can just feel the victory in my bones. Like, you know, I don't care how many of my people die, but we achieve our goals. No time for African Civil War. I'm just crushing the counter-revolutionaries. Let's go! Czechoslovakia saved. Now I feel like I will take all of these focuses and see what will happen. You know, after doing all of these focuses, I noticed that we can create Eštébe divisions and proclaim victory. In the civil war, yes, the communists are victorious, hardliners are having hard dicks, and Vasil Bilak is our leader, and second normalization, now without the Soviets, is here. And well, we got a generic focus tree, so I feel like that I have done enough for today's Czechoslovakia. Hope you have enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe for more. And as always, big thanks goes to my channel members, their names are in the description and on the screen right now.